try. Wow, neat.
Give me a break.
I don't like this.
Whoa! What's happening?
Whoa!
Where are we? Look out!
Fear not, Ranger. Barbarian, magician, thief, cavalier, and acrobat.
Who was that?
That was Venger, the force of evil. I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
Roll for initiative.
Oh my good lord. I see what you did there.
Oh, hilarious, isn't it?
This is the only thing that's going to tolerate me
Roll some dice.
putting up with you is the fact that I love D&D what is a posse.
Hey, this is Brandon, your dungeon master.
And I'm Mark.
And I am Chad, and in front of us is our combined collections, not all of it, but a lot of it, of our D&D stuff. I asked these guys to bring in some of their stuff. Mark, unfortunately, is not a big D&D guy. Did you bring anything?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
He has the newer stuff. He doesn't have
That's
like,
fine. I would jokingly...
It actually correlates with the stuff that Brandon brought.
In the group text, I just said, bring a dragon and I'll be happy, so...
I bring a
But
dragon
wait, don't bring
everywhere I go.
You can bring a dragon, but not a dungeon, sir.
Ooh, that was terrible.
Very
No,
terrible.
it was amazing.
Shout out to our people at Modest. We have one of our old, just rotated, baby, tabletop sessions, and Brandon kept that. That's from like 2 years ago, B.
He
yeah,
bought
it's
that.
called Keep It. Keeping it, you know.
You're not going to drink it, are you?
No, I'm not going to drink it.
Okay.
Look at the...
We'll open up the... Doesn't the label open up?
With over here, actually, I'll start with this, because I have both Brandon's and mine.
We'll start with the old one.
I know,
then.
but I'm going to get these out of the way.
Oh, okay.
So this is how diehard we are. We actually have, I don't know which one's yours. We both got paper in there and everything else and stuff. So I will just let them sit there. These are our players' handbooks. Brandon and I actually played together. I think you came over once or twice when we were playing.
I had a really bad time going on. I couldn't play.
That's true. You did.
He couldn't do the math.
Well, and then I was wondering, so did you guys growing up, when you created your characters, is there like drawings and?
Well, yeah, but this is
But
different.
there aren't
This is
drawings
the
in
new-
that one though.
Yeah,
I'd love to see
drawings.
your guys' old school drawings because neither of you can draw.
I have
but
them
these
somewhere.
These aren't the old character sheets were like a book length.
Yeah, they were,
But
which we
they're
have
like-
some that we will show. So here we are in 2024. This is the player's handbook really has not changed.
It's the same thing.
Edition by edition.
Well, it's changed by some of the wording, but athletics checks would be a whole different thing in the original D&D and in D&D the second version.
Okay. So I have with us today, Mark, if you want to start over here. Well, let's start with the player's handbook, yeah, because that's Brandon's, right?
Yeah.
So is this the original player's handbook, buddy?
No, it's the second edition. So this is when it really became popular, became advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and this is like version 2.
What year are we talking here, buddy? I want to say that's probably 85.
89.
89. Okay.
Somewhere I have the old paperback.
Oh.
Yeah, those are like the original.
Yeah.
D&D. But let me look here real quick to show you how much it's changed.
And just to, let the audience know is when we were kids, there were many, many different versions. There was a Marvel version of D&D where you could play those characters.
There was Car Wars.
There was Car Wars. I personally, what do you got there, buddy?
Just like the spell lists.
Oh,
Different spell lists. It's changed over the years.
That was so freaking nerdy. I loved it. I know, it's
Yeah.
kind of cute. Brandon, that's the only time that you're cute because your breath smells.
Your breath smells like gold, sir. They had Marvel, they had DC, they had like that.
So
vampire.
my favorite one when we were kids was Robotech. There was a Robotech one.
yes.
God, they made video games out of that, and no one bought the video games.
Dude, I was such a Robotech
Wasn't
nerd.
there a
though.
RoboCop one, maybe?
Probably. I'm pretty sure they made like an RPG and everything, and they have like they have everything from vampires and werewolves to D&D to futuristic stuff to
Well, hold on, let me just
everything.
bow down to MC Search over here.
Okay, let's move on. This box set was given to me, willed to me by a friend that passed away, and this is the original box basic set from 1979. The dice are in there. Everything is still in there. Shout out to R.I.P. Toby, one of the best chefs in Minneapolis. He was quite the nerd and willed me his D&D set. So go ahead and open that up, B, and we'll go through it really quick because this is literally the original first gen D&D, and you can.
This is like the. Yeah, like once it became popular and they started mass producing it, this became like everyone's kind of entryway into the game.
From what I understand,
like
this
younger
is
generation.
before that because that's why the other. If you flip it around to the other one, one of those is blue on the inside, I believe, the color of it or something, and that's how you can tell. That I don't know. I could be wrong. I just got it.
Colors, you know that.
Yeah, that one. Because of that. That's supposed.
Yeah, this is like the earlier addition to when they made these box sets, but before they were like a quarter of this size box, and that was what like the original, like they're called the white boxes, and they're worth a lot of money because everyone kind of played with them and threw them away. If you had one mint in box or even in semi-good condition, you could sell it for a good sum of money.
Can you open up the? I see there's little bookmarks on there, and that's probably from 40 years ago. The one in your hand, your left hand, right there. No, right there.
The
See
blue
that?
one.
Well, they both have it. Sorry.
I know, I saw that. But the
But yeah,
blue
this
is
one
cool.
is just the monster table. So this is like the DM's book.
Okay.
So you'll have like stats for the monsters.
It's good. Staying power is exactly what D&D
Like, see,
has.
real
Go
quick,
ahead.
though, one of the magic users is called a medium. Like instead of sorcerers and stuff like that, yeah, like medium.
Well, that's what they were, Brandon.
Conjure.
That's what they did, Brandon.
Well, didn't
And look at those dice. Look at how old those frickin' dice are. Old.
Yeah,
I
the
swear,
color,
like,
the
D&D
numbers.
is
Yes,
coming
you
back
did.
bigger than ever.
Oh, it's just. It's,
Like, it's even more popular now than it
Freaking
was
huge.
then because, like, when you were a kid, then your mom's like, I saw Mazes and Monsters. I don't want you to play that game because you're going to end up in a cave dead with your friends.
FYI, Mazes and Monsters was a made-for-TV movie that actually starred Tom Hanks and was a exaggerated storyline about something that really happened where a kid was really depressed and he killed himself.
Mentally
because-
deranged.
Yeah, he committed suicide because he was sad, and they blamed it on D&D just like they did with rock music
Obviously,
and Ozzy
obviously.
Osbourne.
But those things led to stuff like this,
Let's just
which
leave
is a
that up
really
there.
cool.
No, leave it right up
yeah.
there. So
But I just
this
wanted
is
to show
another thing that
people
got willed to me by Chef Toby,
That's
R.I.P. This has got all of the pieces. This and it's Electronic Dungeons and Dragons by Mattel. Look at the graphics on there are amazing.
The Computer Labyrinth.
Oh, I love it. And the great thing about this too is that they were smart when they boxed it up and put it away. They did not leave the batteries
Here,
inside.
hand me the actual.
Don't tell me what to do.
Labyrinth.
Shut up.
He's so bossy.
He's so bossy.
He's
You can see the
bossy.
plug-in right there too. So there's got to be a plug-in for that.
Yeah.
All the pewter
Like the pewter
pieces are
piece, that's
there.
cool.
And there's even a little battery
Yep.
outlet.
You can see that the sticker on the D&D is starting to come off, but I don't mind. And
But
if
that's
anybody,
a pretty good condition sticker for.
right, and we're talking about a 45-year-old toy. No, 42-year-old toy. If anybody can leave in the comments the best way to take care of that sticker and put it back on there with adhesive or some kind of trick, let me.
So is that the only 4
know.
pieces that it came with?
I believe so.
Are
They're
there
all
other
there.
pieces that were available?
I bet you they sold mini packages of extra
For sure, they
characters.
had.
Like expansions weren't.
Maybe
new,
they didn't
yeah.
because it wasn't such a money grab for every single thing created back then.
True, they just kind of made it, and it was kind of like a one-off. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see on one of the sides there, Brandon, that there's a cubby that underneath that has all of the pieces and so forth. Maybe in the front. I don't know.
I think it
it's
opens
where
up.
your
Yeah, it
thumb
opens up, and
is.
then all the pieces are there. The only thing that is missing in this set is the instructions, and I don't mind because I've looked online and I can buy them on eBay, pieced apart for about $20.
Yeah.
Put together completely, this is about a $300 piece. Which
Yeah, if it's sealed in the box and
I'm
stuff.
not giving this up. I love this thing. So. I do. It's one of my favorite display items. Meh. Tell your story, schmuck.
The mayor had it for me.
You know how.
But he was getting rid of his. He was getting rid of his LJN line of D&D. Kind of came out around the time of the cartoon, also, so it became very popular.
So show the back where it's unpunched, because I really love shit like that.
See, like
look
that.
at that.
And look at all the monsters. It shows all the different things that are coming out.
What is the one in the middle? Is it an octopus type of thing? What is that?
Crap, I can't remember the name of the.
Terrible.
Yeah.
How much can I ask what you paid for that? And that was about 3-4 years ago.
I think it was
when
like
you bought that.
$50.
Nice, because those
Oh
are
wait, has points on it too.
I'm not giving you $10, $5 for that.
made by LJN, one of the worst toy companies ever.
I love that Minotaur.
LJN.
LJN had some good stuff back in the. They made the Indiana Jones action figures.
Okay. All right. What's next? Leave that up there because that's just dope. B.
More of
This is an oldie.
the other same line. This is the monsters version.
So, oh really?
Yeah, they made monsters.
I remember
They
this.
made
This was a good
articulated
guy.
figures and unarticulated figures.
You remember him? He
No,
was
it's a shambling mass thing.
no, but in the
Shambling
movie, or see, I was a huge fan of the Dungeons and
mound. Yeah,
Dragons.
but I don't remember
1980.
this was in the cartoon.
Yeah, he was. He was actually a prince or something.
I'm very mad.
Got turned into a shambling mound
Yeah, I've got them all on DVD.
I always thought that was the Swamp Thing.
or a man thing.
Looks more
Yeah,
like Man Thing.
Because I was like, I'd seen that like years before,
Yeah.
like 15 years ago, and I could have bought it for like $2 or something. I was like, this thing's stupid.
Other things here that I have
So it's
brought.
cool about these though,
Yeah.
these little dudes.
Oh, these are the new ones.
These
are
are
the
the
old
old
ones,
ones, right?
But they re-released. NECA made new
And
ones.
You know what?
So these are the vintage, though.
Yeah.
These are the
One
old
of
ones.
us
Go ahead,
has
B.
got the new ones,
Oh, look at you.
and one of us has
And
got
he has
the old
this
ones.
was on a another episode. He had the new.
Oh yeah, I didn't bring that one. Damn it.
Okay, so that is the old one. I remember that character being scared all the time. I don't remember.
The Strongheart guy?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I think he was like in the second or third episode.
Well, yeah, wasn't he
the
kind of a
cartoon.
coward?
He
but
He like
coward.
lost his way or
He
whatever.
got his bravery back because
Yeah.
Eric was even more of a coward than he was.
Or
He
no,
was
the
like,
Cavalier. The Cavalier was more brave than he
Check out-
was. Like,
yeah, that's saying something. But
So it's
check
like-
out Brandon. He lost his way.
Phew, that was a close one.
he did. He
Not only
lost
did
his
he lose
way.
his way, he's lost his virginity.
And now you have the.
Who said?
You have the reboots.
These
of
are the,
Yeah,
the
they're
2023
re-releases.
releases.
2023. Okay. So we'll just.
And this was the Warduke and Strongheart are supposed to be like the main good guy and the bad guy.
They're really tough
Which
to find.
they never really were in the episode of the cartoon.
No.
No, but like in
But
terms of the game.
But that was Marvel Productions. One
But
of their
everybody's
first.
seen that Warduke.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It was. Just the name Warduke's kind of dope.
That could be like the
like-
name of a band.
It's like Marmaduke except War.
War Duke.
It's like I'm gonna name my next dog War.
Instead of choosing Marma, he chose War.
That was dumb. Okay.
That was intelligent.
Who's your mama?
All right. Speaking of the cartoons.
Speaking of,
Here's this
these
guy.
are the speaking of the cartoons. This is I open this. Here it is.
Presto, I'm the worst magician ever.
He was the worst magician. He was kind of like the Orko of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
He was always
yeah.
screwing
screwing
that
up
makes
his
sense.
spells.
When it comes to
Yeah,
Motu
his hat, whatever, pulled out like,
Like
no
a
one knew.
rabbit.
variations, yes. But again, these are from last year, I believe, Mark.
Yes.
Hasbro. And these are one of the worst quality toys.
They were the most hyped and then the most disappointing
one
letdown.
of the worst quality toys. And if you want to just show the feet on that one, that I can't.
The
even, I can't even
Venger
move
one's
them.
the worst though.
Venger is the worst.
You
even
pretty
though
much
he's
got to
just
get
kinda-
action figure stands for these,
And
and
I
they're
was-
very breakable, so you got to be careful.
I
if
was
you,
told to warm them up in a microwave for about 8 seconds, and then.
maybe hot water, dip them in a
Oh,
boiling
but
water.
then yeah, that's not a bad idea too. So here, I'll give you this one real quick. Just show it because it's not going to stand.
Yeah, here.
Yep. And then here's
The
these
Dungeon
two.
Master will stand.
And
that
those
at
two
least.
came together.
Yeah.
No, he won't. Trust me. I tried to make him do that.
That's really cool to look at.
Fuck yeah! And it was played by Peter Cullen, the voice.
The voice
And
of
who-
Optimus Prime.
Who was the voice of Uni the Unicorn?
I don't know who.
Howie Mandel.
I was going to say
Howie Mandel,
Bradley
get outta here.
Cooper.
There was a lot of Donnie Most was in that. Yeah, there was a lot. Okay, so with that being said, here's my D&D movie. Sucked.
Lame.
You can, yeah, whatever.
It got caught in the wires. Why do you hate this movie so much?
And Donnie
I
Most.
liked it.
Donnie
Making a
Most.
sequel.
Can I talk? Can I finish? Can I finish? Sound like Ross Perot.
You
Can I
talk to
finish?
Donnie Most.
Okay, Donnie Most. So, anyways, my
Are
point
you
is that
opening these?
I'm gonna open these.
You're
'Cause
opening
I got
these.
2 of each, dude.
You're opening these.
Wait, we need to save this for prosperity here.
But the great thing about these is, I mean, these are just a great looking line as much as the quality they show.
Dude,
nicely.
that thing is awesome.
Yeah.
Even though they're like kind of the laughing stock of action.
Look at
figures
the
last year.
eyebrow. The eyebrow on him. One eyebrow up. One. I love
It's
that.
like The Rock.
Yeah. He's got
Dwayne the Eric
He's
Johnson.
got the Pipples eyebrow. Yeah, and then Sheila, who played. I'm not gonna let you do that. She
Sheila.
played the thief,
Yeah.
and
I like how her cloak is partially invisible.
And they don't give you stands. They have holes on the feet, but they don't give you stands.
But that's Hasbro for you, bro. That's Has.
They ain't
brah.
gonna stand for that.
Nah. And again, I don't think that these are going to be very collectible for a lot of people because
Maybe
they are
in, like,
such
20
poor
years.
quality, but I would much
Yeah,
rather
maybe in, like, 20
spend
years.
the next 19 years displaying them and showing them
Exactly.
than and you know, you guys know this. About 5 years ago, I would have never done that, no matter what.
About 5 minutes ago, you shocked me when you started to do that, to be honest, because I've never seen you do that
That's true,
before.
That's true.
Brand new year, brand new Chad.
Like LJN, like the wrestling type where they're big and they don't articulate, and then these ones that had articulation.
Gotcha. But again, they didn't hold up very well when it came to time.
No.
That's why I'm very rarely do I see any of these mint in the
Well,
box.
that
be.
sorcerer, I've seen multiple toy swaps, but he's always loose.
True.
Yeah.
True. All right, Mark.
Oh, you want to hear about some swap information?
Sure.
Well,
Brandon, where can we find on the interwebs?
If you like to laugh and like my jokes, then you can follow us
So
on
sorry,
The Toy
Mark.
Posse on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram, The Real Toy Posse _ and MN Toy Posse. Find us on X, The Toy Posse. And you can find us on Facebook, The Toy Posse and MN Toy Posse and chadsatdink.com.
and
You're
you
one
can
that you wear
probably
the-
find Brandon storming an Arby's.
Yeah, you're the one.
No,
wearing
that
Yeti
the
shirt.
Uptown Arby's shut down, so obviously I will not. I'm out of business. So.
There's more than one Arby's, Brandon, in the world.
Well, I rolled a 1 in perception.